So I'd now like to introduce the City of Sacramento Council member representing District 6, and current Vice Mayor, Kevin McCarty. Please give him a warm round of applause.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for all coming out here today. First, I want to thank the organizers today, the Sacramento for Obama Committee and Kim Mack. Let's give everybody here a round of applause. As Chris told me when I first met him a few months ago, this is the best organized local committee in America for the Obamites, especially in a non-battleground state. Maybe in Iowa we have a lot going on, but I'm really proud to be here in Sacramento with all of you today. You know, yesterday I was sitting at work and had CNN in the background, and two big things came on the air in the afternoon. It's really got me really jazzed up to be on the Obama team. For one, we're here for the right reasons. We support him thick or thin. But number two, of course, we talked about the poll in Iowa. And who would thought that a U.S. Senator in his first term from Illinois would go out there and be the front runner in Iowa above Hillary Clinton, John Edwards, and all the rest? That's pretty inspirational in of itself, so that's pretty important. But number two, they came out yesterday and talked about the fundraising. In reality, we know that fundraising and money is a big part of politics. But the big thing they talked about, and they had Donna Brazil and former Representative J.C. Watts talking about the significance of all the people donating to Obama. The list of donors that are small, that have never gave money before, are unprecedented. And as Chris said, that'll lead us the way to victory in early 2008. I can tell you in my life, I've never given a politician more than $200–300 of my own money. And my wife and I gave Senator Obama $2,000. And you can imagine the conversation that we had at our dinner table the night before that event. So there's people coming out of the woodworks who really believe in this guy and what he has to stand for. That's why we're all here today. You know, the group after me and our distinguished assemblyman from Los Angeles are going to talk about the speech from 2002 and read it. But I just want to talk about what it means to me. Because to me, it's not that the guy, Senator Obama, was right and made the right decision. Is that he looked at everybody else out there and made a tough decision. Because in politics and government, you have polls are going to say what's right. But what's right isn't always what's popular, and what's popular isn't always right. So by him and standing up and bucking the naysayers and reaching deep down, it shows you the moral character of this gentleman who would be a fabulous and fantastic president, especially what we need today in our country. And you know, this type of moral character can't be created. It can't be created in a 30-second ad. It can't be established. It has to be going back on fact and experience and life experience. And I think by this single act in 2002, we look deep down and see how this gentleman makes his decisions, knows about what he can do, what type of leader he will be. So I'm excited, and we're all excited to be here and be with Senator Obama and be part of history and turn the page to something better in our country, the United States of America. Thank you. So now I have the distinct pleasure and honor to be also introducing the future of our country. A gentleman who is a young Democrat, and he really is the future. This is where most of us got started in this business. He is the past president of the Sac State College Democratic Club and a leader in our community, and here to talk about why a great number of young people in our community, including our college Democrats here in Sacramento, are supporting Senator Obama. Chris?
Thanks, Kevin. You know, it's a real tough time being a student right now, especially in college. You have to worry about money, classes, friends and family, more than ever now. And it seems that every time I check my wallet, there's a black hole there, and there's nothing there. And I ask myself, why is everything so expensive around? Why am I paying so much for gas? Why am I paying so much for books? And I realize that our economy's not doing well right now. And part of the reason is that because we're in a war right now that's draining our economy dry. Now, we ask ourselves, wasn't there anyone who could have warned us about this? Wasn't there anyone that could have stood up and said, you know, going into Iraq is not a good idea? But there was someone who did warn us about this. Back in 2002, then State Senator Barack Obama came out and said that going to Iraq was not the best course of action. In fact, that he said that we shouldn't go in due to passion or politics, but rather we should go in because of reason and principle. He showed great judgment saying that, even though it was completely unpopular to say something like that in that time. He showed that we need leaders and we need people to do the right thing even though it may be unpopular. And he was right. He was saying the right thing, and he knew that it had to be done. Earlier this year, I had the privilege of going down to the California Democratic Convention down in San Diego, and I got to watch the U.S. Senator from Illinois talk about how we need to turn the page on Iraq as soon as possible. And it's true, we do need to turn the page on Iraq as soon as possible. Not only for economic reasons, but also for moral, ethical, and personal reasons. Right out of high school, I had a few friends who joined our armed forces, and in 2009, they're going to be deployed to Iraq. Now, in 10 or 15 years, when I go to my high school reunion, I want to talk to them about how much I remember them and how much I think they've changed. Not just talk to others about how I remembered them.